All right, haven't done a video in quite a while. Work and holidays, you know how it is. Anyway, I got FSD beta 10.8. Figured I'd give it a try with a test loop. So I'm starting the test loop a little bit early because there's some heavy traffic and things like that before we actually get out onto the country roads. So I figured I'd do a little bit of kind of city driving, city-ish, before we get out onto country roads. It looks like it's going to miss the turn here. Yep, it most definitely is. Interesting. Yeah, now it's trying to stop. Okay, well, that was disengagement number one. I clearly failed. That's the first time it's missed that corner. I think that rerouting had it screwed up. All right, so it looks like it's gonna turn in a neighborhood, maybe up here, and go back and try again. It's interesting, I've tried that turn before that it missed, and it's never missed it before. That's interesting. See how it does with its reroute. That turn wasn't too bad, probably a little, got in there a little too hot, but not bad. So far 10.8 has been much better from turning speed perspective, but this will really give it a test on country roads and things like that. And here's an interesting challenge, up over a hill with a truck here. No problem at all. Sometimes it just surprises you with the things it's able to get around easy. Okay, that was too close to that trailer. I don't know if it was gonna, I don't know if it would hit it or not, but it just got way too close for comfort. It is completely clear. It's still creeping. Yeah, it could have, definitely could have gone. It's now on the wrong side of the road. There it goes. Now this is going to be a tough one. It is hard to see from the right because of all the shrubs and stuff they have in this subdivision. Left is pretty good visibility. A lot of traffic here. Alright, so it's clear left now, but right, as far as I can see. Alright, go, go, go. Alright, I'm gonna have to kind of take over there because it was hesitating and cars are starting to come from the left and the right. So we'll re-engage here. Weird. It kind of turned its turn signal on. It could have gotten in that lane, then turned its turn signal off and crossed two lanes. Tesla really needs to, anytime it crosses a line of any type, it needs to turn its turn signal on. It turns its turn signal on for changing lanes normally, and it turns its turn signal on for making turns, but when it goes into those turn lanes, it seems to only turn it on occasionally, and that's really not good. It should turn its turn signal on for those. Oh! Just slammed on the brakes there. Not sure why. I had to give it some accelerator in order to get it through the rest of the intersection. Mark that. Nice gentle stop there. I have noticed that I think with 10.8, when it's slowing down for traffic lights and stuff, it seems to be smoother. Yeah, it's definitely better on the brakes, even coming up behind other cars, where I used to grab the brakes much harder as the distance closed. So that's good. Definitely improvement on the brakes. Yeah, even coming up to a stoplight or this red light around that corner up a hill, previously it would go up to the light much hotter and much faster, and then brake much harder. This was much smoother. So yeah, much better so far, at least for slowdowns. We'll have to see how it does on country roads up here. Alright, so this is where we normally start the country roads. Again, this is version 10.8 of FSD beta. And some of you may be wondering why I'm doing something like this when obviously even the non-FSD beta version can go through this type of road. But I think one thing that's important is how smooth FSD is. Being able to do the traffic lights and the unprotected left turns and right turns and things like that, very, very important. Obviously, it needs to be able to master those to be safe, but at the same time the drive also has to be comfortable. And roads like this, a variety of roads, where there's some country roads like this where the lanes are relatively small, speeds are moderate, you might have cars coming in and out of side roads, where it has to vary its speed to go around corners. All that kind of goes to both safety and comfort for the passengers. So I think that we'll continue to do this. I don't expect that there's going to be a whole lot of problems with this, just like the previous versions I tested. 10.3 and 10.3, 10.5 were pretty bad through country roads, actually. They tended to go over the line, well, not over the line, but on the yellow line. They slow down too much in some areas. So we'll have to see how 10.8 does compared to that. Definitely slowing down for this left corner here. I did a little bit for that previous right corner. I don't think it really needed to slow down that much. Yeah, I mean, it's slowing down before the corner, which is nice. Non-FSD does not do that, and it kind of slows down in the corner. It's uncomfortable. This is pretty good so far. I can actually feel it moving a little bit further to the right side of the lane when cars are coming from the opposite direction. So it seems to be a little bit closer to the yellow line when there's no cars there, and then as cars are approaching, it moves a little bit further to the right of the lane. It's hard to tell if it's really doing it or not, but I can feel the steering wheel turn a little bit each time a car approaches, and it seems like it drifts over a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely moving over to the right for cars that are approaching in front of me. Interesting. All right, for this right turn, or this right curve. Yep, this car is going to be turning here. See how it slows down. Wow, that was great. That's the best it's ever done around that corner. Just touched the rumble strips near the yellow line there. Last time on 10.6, it kind of drove right down the rumble strips, so a little bit better than the last time. I'm not sure if it's coming out on the video, but the rumble strips are basically in the yellow lines. So basically from just outside the edge of the yellow line on each side. It definitely seems to be doing a better job of staying away from the rumble strips than 10.6. 10.6 was all over the middle line. Slowing down a bit more here than I probably would, but again, not too bad. The braking is much smoother than on previous versions as well. I would kind of grab the brake before a corner previously. There it kind of grabbed it, but I think it was worried about that truck. But even with that noise that it made, it was not, it wasn't the very aggressive braking that I've seen on previous versions. Big truck of hay come up here. See what it does. Oh yeah, I got really far over to the right. Interesting. That is cool. I like that a lot. It's not putting the brake on, which is nice. It's just getting over. That's impressive. Alright, there is a sharp left turn coming up here. It's about a 5 or 10 mile an hour left turn. It's where one road has been ended at an intersection and turned into basically one road that moves very sharp to the left. It did this on 10.6, though it went over the line, so we'll watch and see how it does here. Good slowdown. It's got its turn signal on. Wow, that was perfect. Other than the weird turn signal thing, it didn't need to do that, but that's okay. Better that it uses it than not. That was a perfect turn. That was the best it's ever done on that corner. Granted, we were following another car, so I don't know whether it would have slowed down quite as much as it did, but we'll have to try that again when we don't have cars in front of us. Truck crossed the line. It moved over and broke the brake a little bit, but not much, which is good. Bit of braking there. Not sure what that was about. More like hesitation than braking. It's like letting off the accelerator and doing regenerative braking, not like braking hard. Probably slowed down a little bit more than I would around that left corner, but not too bad. It's slowing down again here on the straightaway. So still seeing some of the hesitation that I saw in earlier versions. Interestingly, it didn't really start happening until we got on this road, which is better marked and wider than the previous road. Oh, too much. I had to actually stop on the accelerator here because there were cars behind me, and it was getting down to, it was going to continue to brake below 35 miles an hour, 37 miles an hour. That's too slow around that corner. Alright, it's doing it again here. Yeah. Not sure what it is about this specific road, but it's definitely slowing down much more than it needs to. Alright, so this is about the end of country roads. So definitely an improvement over like 10.5 and 10.6 and definitely 10.3. But still some area for improvement, like the kind of hesitation, phantom hesitation, and the kind of slowing down too much for corners. But overall, it's pretty good. I had to take over a couple of times before we got onto the country road area because it missed a turn and was having some trouble getting out into traffic. But other than that, after we got on the country roads, no problems.